Hello guys, and welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. My name is James, and today we're going to go ahead and sit down and talk to you guys about all the latest news in regards to Reading Football Club. Throughout this video today, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the under-21s result as they played Crystal Palace on Sunday. We'll look at some transfer rumours and some news that has come out in the last couple of days, and finally we'll be previewing the Exeter City game coming up this Saturday. Now, lucky enough, I will be at Exeter this weekend. Luckily, the in-laws are all from Devon, Exeter area. So it was a good excuse for us to take the newborn down so I can go to the football and the missus can show off the new baby. Now, I'll be there, so I don't know if I'll be recording any matchday stuff, but obviously we'll be speaking about the game post-match. So the first piece of news that we're going to go into is the results for the Crystal Palace game, and Reading ran out 2-0 winners against Crystal Palace's under-21 side. I'd say it was a strong team for Reading that played on Sunday afternoon. I've got my notes written down here, so if I keep looking down, that's the reason why. But Reading had a starting 11 of Kanaya Boys-Clark, Kelvin Abrafer, Michael Strickland, Jarrell Dorset, and Paul. I don't know his first name, unfortunately. We then had a midfield of Clark, Tavonge Rashisha, Michael Craig, and we also had Taylor Harris. And then finally up front, it was Basil Tuma playing alongside the trialist in Jaden Wareham. Now, like I said, the result was 2-0 to Reading, and it was goals from Taylor Harris and Jaden Wareham, either side of half-time. And if anything told me from this result, it was that Reading really need to be signing Jaden Wareham up on a permanent basis. Listen, that's 3 goals in 2 under-21 games for him this season. He seems like someone that's going to fit the Ruben Selles style of play, pressing from the front. He looks like he's able to finish as well, and he looks like a fast, pacey player, and really does seem like someone that is suited to that Ruben Selles style of play. Fingers crossed we'll be able to tie him down from a contract. Obviously got released from Chelsea's under-21 side in the summer. And I think he's a good fit. I really, really do. And yeah, fingers crossed we found another little diamond in the rough there. Next up we'll talk about is the transfer news. And this is supposedly players that are up for sale. There's been a lot of outgoing news in the last couple of days in regards to Reading. This report, first of all, comes from Eddie RFC. And he's reporting, someone that's quite in the know really as well when it comes to Reading news. He's reporting that there are supposedly some players that are up for sale in terms of the senior dressing room. Those players include Andy Carroll, Tom Holmes, Nesta Guinness-Walker and Dean Bazounis. Now when you break down each individual person that's there, Dean Bazounis, I'm not really too fussed if he leaves. Nesta Guinness-Walker, as much as he's a fan favourite and attacking-wise he's not too bad, defensively he's not great. And in terms of a left-back, personally, I would say Matty Carson's a better player than him anyway. In terms of the overall balance of playing left-back, Matty Carson's better. Attacking-wise, definitely have to give the edge to Nesta Guinness-Walker. If he were to stay, I would rather him stay as a winger than a left-back. But if we're being completely honest, it's not the worst person to leave the club. Tom Holmes was another one on the list. Unfortunately, he doesn't fit this Ruben Selles style of play. His passing is not good. And it's a difficult one because I can sit here and say that Tom Holmes could fall in the category of a Rob Dickey. He could fall in the category of a Jake Cooper. Is he good? That's the thing. Over 100 senior appearances for Reading, and we know what Tom Holmes is about. We know that if you play him in a back five, he's going to look superb, especially playing as the central defender. But he's a bit slow. He loses his man often. And he can sometimes be bullied off the ball. He panics when the ball's at his feet. If we were to lose Tom Holmes, if it was 7 figures, I'd take 3 mil, 2.5 mil for Tom Holmes, if I'm being completely honest. But it's not the end of the world if Tom Holmes leaves, I'm going to say that. Listen, I think the 2 new boys have done absolutely fantastic at the back so far, Tyler Bindon and Nelson Abbey. We do need backup though. Harley Dean's there. We've got Tom McIntyre that can play there as well. Jarrell Dorset's also there. Do we realistically need Tom Holmes right now? Not 100% sure on that one. Finally, Andy Carroll, the last one. Again, wouldn't mind if Carroll was to leave. Again, doesn't fit the Ruben Selles style of play. But he's someone that I think could be a danger man off the bench. Realistically, Andy Carroll up against League One sides with 20-30 minutes to go when the legs are a little bit tired. I think it's someone who can be a problem. Is he going to want that though? Is he just going to want to be someone off the bench that comes off and, you know, wins headers and helps people out? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if just a bench role is suited for Andy Carroll. There is the possibility that Blackburn and West Brom are chasing after Nesta Guinness-Walker though. There are reports that West Brom are leading the way. So potentially could be seeing him go. Listen, if we get 500k, 750 for him, wouldn't mind that. I think that's a good deal really. Especially for someone that was released from a relegated League One side last year. He's proved to be not too bad for Reading. Don't get me wrong. Nesta Guinness-Walker hasn't been too bad. But he's not someone that I would put on the untouchables list. Finally, another out is that Andy Yiadom is attracting interest from Derby. This was reported by Darren O'Whitcup. Again, someone that's been pretty spot on with their Reading news in the last 2-3 months. I wouldn't get rid of Yiadom personally. I think he's someone that probably is quite strong in the dressing room. You don't see him outside doing too much, but I would keep Andy Yiadom, especially for squad harmony, as someone that can build that chemistry. He's been here for a long time and he is the official club captain, so personally would keep Andy Yiadom. Peter O'Rourke is reporting that Reading are looking at the possibility of signing Gavin Kilkenny from Bournemouth. Birmingham are also interested in the midfielder, but he did struggle last year when he was in the Charlton side. Couldn't really break into that team. And if he can't really break into a League One side last year, is it going to be something where he's able to do it this year? Not 100% too sure. I don't mind. It's depth, but in terms of the midfield, have we got depth already? Sam Hutchinson, Lewis Wing, Ben Elliott. Is Ben Elliott going to play in more of a forward position? If he is, listen, bring Kilkenny in. He's decent as a backup. We've got Rashica as well that's in there. Michael Craig, I think, is more than ready to make that step up to League One level football, but I don't know. We'll just have to see. But look, Kilkenny is the person that Reading are being reported to be seeing, that are being rumoured to sign anyway. Next up, we're going to go ahead and preview the Exeter City game coming up on Saturday. Like I said, we'll be there, so look forward to watching Reading away. I have got to give a disclaimer though. I haven't seen Reading win a competitive game away from home since 2017. So when we inevitably get beat or draw, I do apologise in advance. The last win I saw was Burton Albion away, which was a 4-2 win. It's been a long time, and it's not like I've not been going as well. Been at I've been at quite a few away games. So yeah, I'm a bit disappointed, and I apologise for the hoodoo already. So in terms of Exeter City, looking at who scored, their strengths are their set pieces in their attacking and defending, attacking down the wings and protecting the lead. Now, something that I noticed for Exeter is they've got a strong defence, and their back three is the strongest part of their team. Hartridge, Aimson and Pierce Sweeney are the three players that Reading should really be looking out for. In terms of their goals this season, they've scored 3 from open play, whereas 2 have come from set pieces, and they've only conceded 1 goal. Now, there's been 5 different goal scorers as well for Exeter, so it's not like they've got a massive danger man that's going to be the one banging in the goals for them. It's going to be shared around, so it could be something that Reading need to be a bit wary of. Now, Exeter themselves are not a pressing team, so I think this could come into Reading's favour. Obviously, we like to have a possession style of play, and I think that could be a big thing for Reading. Another thing that Who Scored have noticed is that they play the offside trap quite often, and I think this could be something that comes into Reading's favour come this game. Obviously, we like to play balls over the top, and with the pace of Caelan Vickers and Kelvin Eheribatoman, I think it could be something Reading could use to their advantage in this game. Over-the-top balls have been kind of a big key factor of Reading's attack in play this season, and playing that ball over the top to Eheribatoman or to Caelan Vickers could be the key to success for us. Now, I think we need to keep a winning team personally, and my starting 11, I've gone with David Button in goal, Amadou Mbengu and Matty Carson as the left back and right back, with Tyler Bindon and Nelson Abbey in the centre. Sam Hutchinson and Charlie Savage are the 2 central midfielders, with Mamadi Kamara and Harvey Nibbs out wide. And finally, Caelan Vickers and Kelvin Eheribatoman would be my 2 strikers. I have said that if Nibbs is injured, I would put Ben Elliott in just to replace him. Obviously, he had that facial injury. Don't know if he's got a concussion protocol of 7 days where he has to be out or not. But if he is, Ben Elliott should be the replacement coming in. Look, I think Kelvin Eheribatoman will need to be mindful of the offsides in this game. This season he's been caught offside quite a lot, and with the offside trap that Exeter like to play, I think it could be a big thing in this game where he's constantly caught offside, or if he's timing his run to perfection, could be through on goal almost every time. Listen, I'm quite optimistic about the game itself as well. They says that they like to use wing play for a lot of their attacks. And listen, with Amadou Mbengu and Matty Carson, I think Reading have got a really solid left and right back. And I think they can really negate the attacking flow of Exeter. And I think defensively, we're going to be quite good. Listen, I'm quite optimistic about the result itself, so I'm going to go with a 2-0 win to Reading. I've got Kelvin Eheribatoman down as one of the goal scorers, and I think Mamadi Kamara is going to pop up with a goal for a reward for all his hard work he's put in so far this season. 2-0 win is what I'm going to go for, and fingers crossed we can see that result. Listen, that's going to be it for this video today, guys. Hopefully you've all enjoyed it. It's been a little bit of a longer video. I've made a few more notes than normal. and definitely went more into the preview than I have previously. But look, hopefully it's going to be something we can see more content evolving on this channel and seeing a little bit better from myself. That's going to be it for this one though, guys. I hope you've all enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching. If there's any more major news, obviously you'll see me. But if not, you'll see me for a review of the Exeter game coming up on Saturday. Thanks for watching, guys. I've been James, and we'll see you all very soon for another video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.